Hello, YouTube. Yes, a long time I hear you cry. Oh, I'm really sorry. It's been one of those Christmases and New Year's. As you can hear, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, and I've had that marvellous New Year's resolution virus that turns you inside and out. So that's over and done with now, thank goodness. Yeah, that definitely keeps you out of the workshop for sure. Uh, if your New Year's resolution is to lose a few pounds, go and find somebody that's got it and sit next to them. Anyway, other reasons. I just feel I owe you an apology and explanation why I've been so long. The old Grim Reaper came calling over Christmas out the blue, picking off the family. Wasn't very nice. You know what it's like when somebody's here 1 minute, absolutely fine, and good night, Mr. Chips. It's no, it's not nice. So yeah, funerals over Christmas, they're not very pleasant, but there we are. That's that put to bed, and I hope you understand why I've not been around. I've had no words actually. The words have not been coming out, so I've been very quiet. You know, we all deal with things in our own way, and mine is to go inside my shell. So there we are. One thing that I did really enjoy over Christmas and the New Year, I ducked out of any New Year's Eve celebrations because I just didn't feel like it. It just didn't feel like I wanted to celebrate, to tell the truth. But I was invited to participate in the DJ Aaron radio all-star show on Blog TV, and oh, it was fantastic. You know, they're all on his channel, various YouTubers. They're all YouTubers, all with their own Blog TV setups, doing their own thing, and it was brilliant to watch the new year come in so many time zones. It just lifted me. Lots of errs. One thing that I thought was great. A lot of you would have heard of UXW Bill, who's a fantastic YouTuber, and if you haven't, go and find him. UXW Bill. He's an amazingly intelligent guy, and he's got a superb presence. He really has, and he's a thoroughly nice person as well. Really, really got a nice heart. And out of the blue, on this all-star show with so many people on there, he did a dedication to me. Bless his heart. He played some Lawrence Welk, and you know how I like my Lawrence Welk. He played some Lawrence Welk on 8-track. And it was great. And if you're watching, Bill, thank you so much. You are a top banana, and I think you're great. So there we are. Oh yes, even Mr. Fiddler was on there. George Fiddler. We all know George Fiddler. Even Little George was on there under an alias, and I think he even got himself a dedication. So there we are. It was great. Right, that's said and done. I hope you understand my reasons for not being around, and also, if you see this video, it's because the Bermuda's actually now finished. I decided that if I do a video and then I do the completed video once I know it's completed, then I can upload this one. So then I won't be keeping you hanging around for weeks. Ha ha, what a plan, what a plan. A man with a plan. Right, enough of the chit-chat about other things. So we've got lots of things sitting on the bench. We've got the Bermuda. The amplifier is completed. Capacitor's changed, everything's done. What did I find when I took it apart? The original mains rectifier, which changes AC voltage to DC for various bits and pieces. That was producing low voltage, so that has been replaced with a silicon rectifier, which is smaller and more efficient, which is nice. So I would have left the original one in if it was absolutely 100%, but this is a new Bermuda, and it's not going to have anything that's substandard in any way. It's got to be as good as I can get it. Also, the original EL84 valve, which is nicely toasted. It's not very good, you know. When I got the amplifier up and running, it just wasn't right. Plopped a new one in, and it was absolutely fine. So this is resigned to the testing pile. I know it works, but it doesn't rattle. It's got no air in there, but it's just not up to it anymore. So there we are. There's the amplifier, all nice. Everything's been apart. That's it. Wiring. There's see this wiring in the back. This is the wiring that goes onto the bottom of the turntable. One wire is the stereo wiring. If you choose to have a stereo cartridge and you want to use external socket to give you the other channel to take to another another amplified front, which for these players are very, very rare. And the other one is the direct feed from the basically from the cartridge to the amplifier, the normal feed, and I've twisted them together because these don't have inputs. They're 3 sockets, one for stereo, your stereo out for your other channel, one is a direct connection to the cartridge for recording, not amplified, and the other one is a loudspeaker out if you want to plug it into a bigger speaker or a different speaker for some reason. So I've just twisted them together to allow me to put a plug in the back and connect it to a sound source. I don't know why I'm gesturing with the other hand because you can't see it, and I'm just a fool. So yeah, got the gondola at the end of the bench waiting to run this up. But before I do, just a few other bits and pieces. Everything's done bar putting, just got to drop it together now. Legs. Now, everywhere you see Dansette legs, Dansette legs. These legs have been called, they've become Dansette legs. People call these Dansette legs. Yes, they'll fit on the bottom of your Dansette, and I'd use them myself. My Bermuda in the living room sitting on a set of legs like these. These were not legs supplied by Dansette. These are coffee table legs. These are Dansette legs. They've got an electrobrass conical shape on the end, not one of these little feet. These are Dansette legs. So the other thing, the paint on these original legs, they come from the 1960s, and you're screwing them on your players, and I would put £1 to a penny that they're full of lead paint. You don't want that. You don't want a young'un crawling underneath your Bermuda and licking the legs. Not that they would, but you don't want lead paint in your house. These have all been stripped and back to bare wood and painted with modern acrylic paint. So there we are, lovely set of fresh legs to go on to the bottom of the Bermuda. The leg plates are on. Oh yeah, when I disassembled the donor, I didn't think it had any woodworm in it, but it did. I took one of the leg plates off and it had dart holes under the leg plate, which had gone up into the speaker board. So I've had to make a call to Mr. Dansette up north. Bless his heart. It was rather like this. Oh, I've taken the speaker board out and it's full of blinking holes. Don't worry, John, I'll put you one in post. And he did, overnight. They need a chamfered edge, which needs to be done on a machine, really. It's very hard to create yourself. Well, you could do, if you've got the right saw, sort of, a bench saw or something, table saw. But he just knocked me one up and just sent it down. So they're easy to get. There we are, so that's that. Right, so done Bermuda. Legs, motorboard ready to go. I've already had it in and out, and put any holes in that I need, and put screws in to try it first. I use the original rusty old screws. Got nice brand new brass screws to go in. What else is on the sorry, I'm a bit swallowing, got a cold. BSR X5H original cartridge that I fitted into the turntable. Here's the empty box. There's the stylus guard, which goes on the bottom of the cartridge to protect the stylus in transit, whatever. That is now fitted into here. There's the platter with the turntable mat on it, and there is the BSR X5H cartridge. I haven't used the original deck from the donor Bermuda, purely for the sake of time. I'm taking too long to get this done, just because I haven't had time in the events that have happened, that I hope you understand. The original one needs repainting. It needs stripping back to bare metal and repainting, because it's got pop marks, rust marks, bits and pieces. It was actually, when I tried to clean up, it was worse than I thought. So here's another BSR UA15SS. I've just got to pop that on there. Idler wheel. I've put, that is a brand new old stock idler wheel, because we want the speed to be as constant as possible, and that is a very large part of it, and it does need good adhesion to the to run inside the it runs inside the lip of the turntable platter, as we all know, and if that's shiny or it's got any lumps or bumps on it, it won't produce good speed, it won't grip, it'll slow down under auto functions. So I've used one of my lucky old me. Dad said to me ages ago, he said, oh, clearing out some stuff, found a box of idler wheels. And bless his heart, look, I've got a box of idler wheels with the original BSR one still in the packets. Not got that many left now, still got a few, but this merits one. That's the reason why I haven't used the original turntable, because this is I want it new. This is brand new. This is Time Warp, Time Machine. Excuse me, I've got to clear my throat. This is Time Machine. You can't go back and buy a new Bermuda, but I want this one to appear as if it is a brand new Bermuda. Also, I'm going to waffle like crazy now, so if you want to pause it, make a cup of tea, feel free. The speaker grills on the fronts. This is obviously the one off the other Bermuda. When I get these, very often on other Bermudas, well, virtually all of them, I find bits of paper tucked down the front, matchsticks, God knows what else, to stop the fronts rattling, because they inherently rattle. So when I've assembled this one with a new speaker board, I always do this. I put double-sided foam, double-sided tape, nice and neatly all the way around. You can't see it; it's just sandwiched in there. And what it does, it just stops it rattling. There's no rattles in this at all. So it's all, you know, when you get your music up a bit loud, it's not going to sit there creaking and groaning and making horrible noises. So that's it. Bermuda legs, Dansette legs, not Dansette legs. People shouldn't say Dansette legs. These are Dansette legs. Right, that's all that. It's sitting on a piece of cardboard so that I can move it around, because it's got the feet on the bottom, but I don't want to scratch the balls or anything. I want it. I've spent ages. I want this as nice as possible. Right. So what we do now is we're going to fire it up with the old. I can't put a plug on it yet because I've got to get the cable through this little doohickey at the back. You know, the little brass insert, whatever you want to call it, that goes the cable guide that the cable runs through. And I want to shut the lid, so I've just stuck it, you know, through the yeah, you know what I mean. Words aren't coming out right at the moment. So there we are. It's running. It's doing its little purr, as they do. What I've done to minimise any vibrations or hums from the transformer through the cabinet, I've mounted the amplifier, you know, because you've got the two bits of wood at the bottom that it mounts on, which also take the leg screws from underneath. I've mounted it on little rubber grommets, so you know, it absorbs some of the transformer hum, and this is very quiet. It makes you can put it on full volume. Not that makes a difference to the transformer, but that's full volume, no hums, no buzzes, and that's, it's got a little purr. They all purr. That's how you know they're on, other than the lights. And on I go. See the little red pilot light, the little jewel on the front? Well, the bulb behind on these, it's not a marvellous design. The way that the front closes up, you know, there's the slopey part at the front. Now, because it gets very narrow at the top, the way they actually made the speaker grill and the hole, you can't actually get the bulb directly behind the hole. Otherwise, it will shut onto the speaker board. So I've got it as far up as I can, leaving a little gap, and if any heat from the bulb, I always do this. I put some silver-backed aluminium adhesive paper on there, which disperses any heat from the valve. You know, stops anything. It's just to make it last longer, really. It's also a bit of screening, and it reflects the light through the jewel so much nicer. When you actually put the motorboard in, the old light on the front becomes much brighter. It's quite bright now. It's brighter than the original one, and it's not illuminating the controls as some of them do, which they shouldn't do. The light should just come through there. Right, so it's running. I've got it connected to the gondolier at the end of the bench. So if I just go over here and flick the automatic lever, it got a bit of the old, where is it? Lost it. Put it back. Where have I put it? I had it a minute ago. The Torero band. Here it is. Lennon and McCartney, Tijuana Style by the Torero band. Can only do uplifting music at the moment. did I mention? And I mentioned in the previous video, the electro brass handle ends, they were past their best, so it's got the new set on there with its little Dansette tag. Lovely. So there we are. Just need to put the turntable into there, put the platter on, circlip on, screw it down, well, connect the wires up, screw it down, job done. And I'll be back with the video. Sorry this one's taken so long, sorry I've been so long, but life just does it to you now and again. So thank you for your patience. Any messages? Oh yeah, and I go on, still haven't had anything on YouTube since it's either the 12th or the 13th of the 10th. All I've had a couple of video responses come through, but not messages or comments. So and if you want to see my inbox, I can do a video and show you that if you don't believe me. There we are. Right, happy 2013. I'll be back soon. You take care of yourselves. Thank you. Bye bye.